Hi everyone, welcome to today's new video. In today's video we're gonna be doing something that I am once again very scared of because I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm just being honest. You saw in the title, we're gonna be reading a book a day for a month straight. So it's April 1st now and we're gonna read a book every day for the month of April. So like I said, I'm very afraid. But we are gonna do this, and I am starting off with reading Dune because I'm already like halfway through Dune, so I think I can finish it in a day. And yeah, let's see what we're gonna make of this challenge. So, like I said, it's April 1st today, and I've already finished Dune, which is crazy. Obviously, the beginning of this month is gonna be easier because I've already started so many books in March that now I can just finish because I was already 65% through Dune, but today I have finished it. I rated it 4.5 stars. I don't think it's 5-star for me, but I really liked it. It was definitely not bad. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, today's April 2nd and today I finished this poetry collection which is from this Dutch guy who makes television basically, and he has written one before which I haven't read, but I saw this and I decided to read this because I was reading Hunting Adeline all day, but I realized I was never gonna finish that book in a day, so I picked up this little bundle and it was okay. I guess I'm trying to get more into poetry, but I find it really hard to actually get into it, I guess. So I rated 2.5 stars, but it was okay. Hi everyone, so it is April 3rd and I'm at work right now, but I need to talk about this book with you guys. So for today I finished Carrie Soto's Back, and this is my absolute, like, not my favorite book, but this is one of my new favorite books because this was so motivational and I loved Carrie and like her bond with her father, and I love the plot of like tennis because I've been playing tennis like with my boyfriend just for fun, but the tennis plot line makes me want to be like a professional. You know what I mean? Like, that book was amazingly good, but also Carrie as a character, I just love her. I recognize so much of myself in her. So yeah, absolute 5 stars. It is April 4th and I have just finished If You Had Been With Me. That ending was so sad and I don't really like the book, but that ending really got me. I do want to say that when I said like I don't like the book, I changed my mind. I don't like that it didn't have a plot. I would have liked a little more, but I don't know why, but I got such a connection to this, like, these characters' relationship, and especially in the end you're so happy for them, and then for that ending to happen wrecked me. I'm honestly done. I don't want to talk about it, and like, when I started the book I really didn't like it because I was like, where's the plot? What are we talking about? But now I just understand why this was necessary and also why they did this. And it just makes me so sad. It honestly makes me really sad. And I really appreciate the book more now after this ending. I just finished Imagine Me by Tahara Mafi, which is the last Shatter Me book, and I'm honestly so glad this series is over. I did not really like this series. I will be tier ranking it in a different video probably really soon. I definitely liked the last 3 books way more than Unravel Me, and also Ignite Me kind of fell flat for me, but Defy Me and Imagine Me were awesome. Hi everyone, it is April 6th and I am reading this graphic novel right now. Well, I'm not reading it right now. I have finished this graphic novel and it was fine. I'm not sure what rating I'm gonna give it yet, but I don't know, I really like this one. And also, reading a classic book in graphic novel style is literally so interesting, and I love doing this. And yeah, I have nothing to say today because so far it's going really, really well. I'm also reading Hunting Adeline, but I'm not finished with that one yet, so I'm probably gonna finish Hunting Adeline tomorrow. But yeah, so far it's going great. Okay, don't judge. I just came back from my run, but I finished this poetry collection. It just came out like I think a week ago, and it's a Dutch poetry collection because, like I said before, I don't like reading poetry in English because in Dutch I barely understand it, let alone in a different like language. So I've been reading this one and I guess it's kind of good. It talks about grief and loads of other things. As you can tell, I'm like out of breath, but oh my god, that run was something. It's so warm. But yeah, so I kind of like this one. I rated it 3 stars. I think it could have had a little more depth to it. It was very kind of like shallow, but also it talks about really heavy topics, but it doesn't really go in depth too much. It's more making not fun of it, but it's told in a funny matter. And the other poetry collection had that as well, but he did that in a way that it's funny but also really sad. And this one was more like it was funny, but it should have been more impactful, you know. But yeah, that's why I rated it 3 stars, but it was fine. Hi everyone, it is April 8th today, and yeah, I have to be a bit quiet because it's quite late. It's almost April 9th. But I finished Hunting Adeline today. I've been reading this book for like 4 or 5 days, but I just couldn't get through it that fast. And I have a couple of opinions about the book because I rated it 3 stars, but also this book was so toxic and so dark that I have no clue where to begin with. First of all, I've seen a lot of critiques about like obviously there's non-consensual intercourse, let me put it like that, in this book, and people have been like talking about that this is romanticizing it and stuff. I don't think this book is romanticizing rape. I do think this is not a romance, so I know it's classified as a dark romance, but I cannot root for these 2 characters to be together if that's how their relationship is, because he forces himself upon her multiple times and she tells him no all the damn time, and he keeps going and he's stalking her because if you don't know the book, Hunting Adeline is a stalker dark romance. But he keeps stalking her and forcing himself upon her, even though she says no. I think they do it like 5 times where she says no, but then he still does it, and that really does not sit right with me. I don't think it's romanticizing it though, because Adeline very clearly sees that like it's not normal and it's not okay what's happening, but also she's kind of coping with different feelings. So I don't think it's necessarily romanticizing it, but I do think I personally can't read this as a romance, and I cannot stand a book that has a romance in it like this. And also Said's character, calling him a book boyfriend, I feel like is an insult to actual book boyfriends, because there are a lot of book boyfriends who are nice and loyal and like funny and all lovely, but this man is not it. It is April 12th today and I still haven't finished a book because of Kingdom of Ash. I've been reading it all night. I've actually been reading it all day for the last 2 days because I've been obsessed, and I think this is probably my favorite or one of my favorite Throne of Glass novels. But it's so heavy and so emotional, and wow, The way Sarah J Maas wraps everything up in this book is so powerful and emotional. I've cried like 5 times and I'm not even done with the book. So yeah. Today it is April 12th and I still haven't finished the book, which is gonna be hard because that means I will have to finish 2 books a day for 3 days in a row. Wow, I really hope though that I can finish Kingdom of Ash tomorrow, so at least I'll have it done by now. By then. I'm really loving it though. I'm 84% in and I can't wait for this to end, but in a positive way, because I just want these characters to find peace, because this book is so full of hurt and wow, this is just such an intense book and I just want my characters to be happy, you know? I have finished Kingdom of Ash and I rated it 5 stars. This is, wow, this whole book series has been such a crazy journey and I have no clue how to describe the feelings that I have right now, because I'm so sad that it's over, but I'm also so glad because like the characters finally found like peace and stuff, and I love my characters in this book and just everything was perfect. And I have no words, but once again it's also so sad because I don't know, I cried multiple times, happy tears, sad tears, but this book made me feel things I've never felt before in a book. So yeah, that's why I rated it 5 stars. I think I was a little too quick to judge when it came to the Throne of Glass series, because like the first 3 books I absolutely loved and adored, and then on Airfire I was really kind of hating it, weirdly enough, and onwards it was kind of like meh, I liked one book but I don't really like the other book, but this book like completely made the series for me, and now I understand everything so much better, and yeah, this completely tied everything up. So yeah, 5 stars. I can't say anything else about this because wow, just wow. It is April 15 and I haven't finished a single book today, so this is going quite bad, not gonna lie. Yeah, I have something to make up tomorrow and the day after, but this is absolutely crazy. I don't think I'm gonna be able to redo this, I guess. Hi guys, it's April 15th and I'm sorry the lighting is so bad, but it's also so late. I still don't have a single book down in the last couple of days, and it's stressing me out. I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, and reading is supposed to be fun and it's seriously stressing me out that I haven't read a book because of this challenge. So I'm trying to keep calm and just push through it, but I also don't want to get into a reading slump. So I am reading little bits, but I've been just so busy. Like I have work and studies and I have no clue how I thought this was gonna work. But yeah, I'm still trying, but I haven't finished a book. So I'm still gonna try to read a book a day, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. But you know what? We'll see. Hi guys, it's the 20th of April and I'm 6 books behind, so let me explain to you when I'm home what my plan is. So, like I said, it's the 20th and I have read 13 books so far. Normally that would be really good. If I read 13 books in a month, that is so good. But for this challenge, it is not enough. So I need to step up my game, which is gonna be, so today I am gonna finish Twisted Lies because it's almost done. I think I can finish that today. I'm on 70%, so that should be fine. After that, I need to read a graphic novel, just any graphic novel. Then I'm gonna go back into some romance books and I want to pick up a new physical book. So I will have to really push through, but I hope I'll make it. I think one of these days I'm gonna do like a little update. But yeah, it's going bad, okay? I jinxed it. That second week when I was like, oh my god, it's going so well, I jinxed it. But we're gonna do what we can do to make this work. Hi everyone, it is still April 25th, but I've also now read, what's the book called? This is literally so bad, I forgot what the book is called. Oh my god. That's how bad it was, okay? I literally forgot what book it is. Oh yeah, it was Meet Me at the Lake. Yeah, I was already like 80% through this one, but I hated it. This was so boring. This was actually so boring, and I really didn't like this one. It was those kind of books that my mum would read and would tell me like, they're okay. Even my mum wouldn't be a fan of this. So no, definitely not. I listened to it as an audiobook, maybe that made the difference, but this book was just not for me. I absolutely didn't like it, just no. I'm desperately trying to read, but also, am I gonna read more? No. I definitely underestimated this challenge because I thought I'll just read a couple of novellas, I read a couple of graphic novels, and I will make it. I lied. That's not gonna happen, you know? This was way harder than I expected it to be because I am so many books behind that I'm not even gonna count anymore. And I'm not gonna make this challenge, but I'm trying, okay? I finished Butcher and Blackbird today, and well, I didn't really like it. It was okay, the beginning was so good, but it really started dragging after that, and that's where I kind of lost my focus. But yeah, if you want something like this, I would recommend the Mindfuck series because I think they did that better than this book. This book was just dragging a bit, okay? The romance was kind of underdeveloped. It was weird. The cannibalism, don't talk with me about that, okay? That was so gross, and I have been grossed out ever since. So yeah. Hi everyone, it is April 28th now. It is quite late, but I am 50% through The Stolen Heir, and I'm also around 60% through Pineapple Street, and both of these are like probably solid 3-star books. I don't really like them, but they're also not too bad. I'm having like an okay time. But yeah, the reading is going slow right now. So, in conclusion, I've read 16 books this month, which is a lot, but it isn't the 30 books that I hoped to read. So I have failed this challenge, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm still very happy with how it turned out. If you want to see some statistics, here are some of the statistics of the 16 books I have read this month. Yeah, so it was a little much, but it definitely made me realize that I can read way more if I actually make the time for it and if I really want to. So I'm quite happy with the result. I'm also much further into my reading goal right now than I would have been if I wouldn't have done this challenge. So I'm quite happy, and hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and hope to see you next week. Bye bye!